Hi everyone. Sorry, I think the connection dropped. So please do ask me questions. I'll be happy to clarify. Suddenly the connection dropped. So back to discovering the speaker in you. I'll wait for a second till everyone gets online. And I'm very sorry for the inconvenience. And thank you for all the wishes and the lovely comments as well. Really appreciate it. I'm waiting till the others get on live. So, communication and public speaking, that speaker you want to be is inside you. The speaker you want to be one day is right inside you, hiding there. So I'm just going to ask you a small question maybe till everyone gets come to FB Live. Let me ask you a question. Can we have the picture posted, please, so everyone can see that? So now I want the answers from you. So feel free to tell me what you see on the screen. I hope you can see it. Right. What do you see on the screen? You can start commenting. There was one particular person who said that they see this particular thing like a face of a snake. They thought it's a face of a snake. And actually, before we started, one particular person said that they see like a frog on a rock and fossil on a rock and so many answers. So what do you really see it? Come on, I really want some answers. Thank you, Ranita. He says a rock. That's fantastic. Dulan says it's a rock as well. I want you to be very crazy, very innovative, creative, and give me some answers. A coin. Thank you, Rose. That's a nice answer as well. What else? I would really love to see some more answers. And some people said that it's they see it like a bird poop on a rock. And some actually one person said, wow, so Nadim Tharuma says it's like a brain. Wow, creative, interesting. And one person said that they see it like a chocolate cookie. So many interesting answers. I felt hungry when I got that answer. Okay, interesting. One person says it's an unclear partial image. I'm trying to make it clear. I'm sorry about the... Hope you see it right. Yeah, now you can see it because of the light. Asteroid. All the scientists are speaking. ISRO is saying, okay, that was okay. And then we have another person. ISRO say it's a meteoroid. Okay, interesting. And Dhananjay says it's some kind of material. Interesting. And we have Arshad Nizam as well. So I want you all to actually come up with your own answers. So there are many answers till the others answer. Let me tell you something. So you saw it as different ways. You saw it like a rock, then you saw it like a meteoroid, and you saw it like a brain and a coin and many things. So my next question is, I'll keep it there and I'll tell you the real answer. What actually you saw was a piece of diamond on a rock. It was a diamond on a rock. Now you're telling, I'm sure you're thinking, oh my God, how can it be a diamond on a rock? I'll show it once again. So this is the picture. So there's a diamond on a rock. Hope it's clear right now. So there's a small diamond on a rock. All right. So my next question to you is, how many of you want to, how many of you will be happy if someone comes and give you a diamond ring one day? I would love to see the comments. How many of you will be happy if someone comes and give you a diamond ring one day? Boys and girls both can comment. I'm sure anyone would be very happy if someone comes and give you a diamond ring. I'm sure almost all of you will be happy if someone comes and give you a diamond ring. So my next question is, how many of you would love to buy a diamond one day from your hard-earned money, because you have done your studies, you have done your, I'm sure most of you might be working and most of you might be studying and having a lot of dreams. How many of you want to buy a diamond one day? If you want to buy a diamond one day, you can comment as well. Okay, let me ask you a question. Now, for everyone who wanted to buy a diamond one day, my question to you is, how is a diamond being made? Now, you might be thinking, okay, we came to learn about public speaking. We came to learn about speaking and communication. Why are we talking about diamonds? What is the relationship with a diamond and this? Let me tell you. I asked you how a diamond is being made. Sometimes in life, we say we want to be a great speaker, we want to be a CEO, we want to be an entrepreneur, we want to be happy in life, we want to be successful. The same way I asked you when you said you want to buy a diamond, how a diamond is being made, sometimes we don't know. We want to be a diamond, but we don't know how to be a diamond. So the same way, my question to you is, ask yourself, whom do you really want to be? After you ask yourself, whom do you really want to be? I want you to ask yourself, why do you want to be that diamond? When are you going to be that diamond? And how are you going to be that diamond? And how did the other diamonds become a beautiful diamond? So if you want to be a great speaker, you need to do your homework and see how other people became a great speaker. What are the mistakes they have done? How did they overcome their nervousness? How did they build confidence? How did they develop themselves? And then you have to start cutting and chopping and polishing your diamond. So let me tell you how a diamond is being made. A diamond is being made inside a volcano. Because of the pressure, the heat, and all these things, the diamond transforms into the charcoal transforms into a diamond. So let me clarify that once again. The charcoal inside the volcano, because of the pressure and the heat, transforms into a diamond. We are not charcoal. I'm not telling that you're charcoal. I'm not telling that I'm a charcoal. All of us are this little diamond on a rock. This is you. This is a real diamond. But the problem is, many people will look at you who is a diamond, and people might say, you look like a coin. Maybe you look like a brain. Maybe you look like a rock. Maybe you look like fossil. And people will start on commenting about you in different ways. But if you know that you're a diamond, if you know the true value of you, show them that you are a true diamond. People might come and say, you are just a piece of rock. But tell yourself, you are a diamond. Show them that you're a diamond by polishing yourself. Make sure you cut and polish your diamond. Start polishing yourself. Start developing yourself, that you can be a beautiful, shining, expensive diamond that people will love to see. People will value you. To be a valuable, expensive, beautiful diamond, a shining diamond, you need to develop yourself by polishing. So please promise me to dedicate and develop yourself, because when you develop, everyone around you develops. So we can all live with a set of developed people in a developed world. And let me see whether there are any questions. Rules, yes, diamond. So a highly organized carbon become diamond. Thank you, Dhananjay Karyavasam. So interesting. Yes, it's a beautiful answer as well. So any other questions we have? So thank you, Dhananjay, for that. So that's a little story that I wanted to share with you, to tell you that we all go through all hardships, we all go through tough times, and we all go through many issues. People can go through financial barriers, people can go through physical issues, people can go through relationship issues, people can go through these nervousness issues. So we all fight for our, like, with our own battles. You have your own battle, I have my own battle, so we're all fighting and trying to do our best. So I think that we need to really work hard if we really want to be successful. So just to tell you, to deliver a speech, make sure that you should have a proper opening, body, and a closing. The structure of the speech is something very important. So when to deliver a speech, when you have a proper structure, it will be very easy for you to deliver the speech. And also your vocal variation is something very important. So don't have a monotonous voice. If you keep on having the same monotonous voice, if I talk like this, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to talk about something important, and the important topic I want to talk about is, now itself you might have been bored and annoyed that I'm talking the same tone, same way. So make sure that you will not have a monotonous voice, have a proper pitch, proper pace, and proper way of having energy and power that you put into your voice, that you can capture the hearts of the people, and that energy will make sure that you look so enthusiastic and confident as well. So if you feel nervous, what you can do is take a deep breath, hold it for 1, 2, 3. Count. You take a deep breath, hold it, and count from 1, 2, 3, and let go. So you inhale from your nose, hold it 1, 2, 3, and exhale from your mouth. So you can keep on practicing this, so at least oxygen starts circulating a little bit fast and you feel a bit comfortable, because sometimes you feel when you feel really nervous, sometimes the words doesn't come out. There are many exercises that you can do to develop your voice and have great voice variation. And also there are many exercises that you can do to like enhance and develop your voice as well. And maybe next time we can do another session, how to structure your speech, because there's a different way of different session we can do, how to structure proper speech and how to mind map wherever you go, how you can deliver the speech amazingly. And also I'll give you another small tip. Make sure whenever you give a speech or whenever you talk to anyone, give proper eye contact, because eye contact is something very important, because anyone can read what's in your heart from the eyes. So please do give eye contact when you talk with someone, and also when you deliver a speech, make sure that you give equal eye contact to everyone in the audience as well, that you respect everyone in the audience. Any links to train voice? Yes, thank you, Dilanta. What I can do is I can share some links with the Sustainable Education Foundation, that they can share the links with you as well. Maybe in future I will share the exercises that you can do at home as well. There's this exercise we do from, like, how it goes is from Monday to Sunday, that there's a small exercise what you can do. And just to tell you, you can do tongue twisters, because most of us, what we face is tongue twisters. Like when we go on talking, sometimes you really mess up the words. So when you do tongue twisters, it's really good. It's like Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. So that whole line, if you can do the tongue twisters, that will really help you out as well. I'll share those links with you all as well. And Dhananjay, yes, I can share some of the resources that you can get some ideas as well, and that maybe some links and some presentations and also some articles that you can go through. And maybe I can schedule, or maybe I can maybe prepare some documentation, like where you can actually go through and start developing yourself as well. So I will be happy to do that. So also feel free to let me know if you need any, like if you need anything to be clarified, because I'll be very happy if someone can develop themselves, and if any way I can, even in a little way, that if I can help out, I'll be happy to do so. So you can contact Sustainable Education Foundation, and you can also contact me, and I'll be happy to share the resources and also the links, and even whatever the knowledge I have, I'll be happy to share. And that would be really fantastic to do. So thanks, Dilanta, Prasanjit, and also please do ask me questions. Finally, any questions you have? You can clarify. I'll be happy to clarify all your questions as well. So I'm waiting for a few questions. The final few minutes we are having. So please do throw your questions. I'll be happy to answer. And before that, maybe I'll tell you one more thing, because they said that the target audience is Sri Lankans today, and mostly I think Asians as well. There's a issue like in Sri Lanka. So most of the time, I see a lot of people say when it comes to English, people think if you don't know English, some people put themselves down and they think, okay, I can't speak in English much. I'm not a great speaker, so maybe that means I'm not good. So, but what I want to tell you is, if you're a Sinhalese, your mother tongue is Tamil, and so if your mother tongue is Tamil, sorry, if you're a Sinhalese, your mother tongue is Sinhala, and if you're Tamil, your mother tongue is Tamil. The burgers, they use English. So likewise, ask yourself, what is your mother tongue? If you don't know your mother tongue, that's where you have to feel ashamed of yourself. If your mother tongue is Sinhala, and if you say you don't know Sinhala, if you're a Tamil and if you say you don't know Tamil, that's where you have to be ashamed of yourself. But if you don't know English, you don't have to be ashamed of yourself. Because what I've seen is, most of the time when someone asks you to do a speech, you just underestimate yourself and you label yourself. Don't label yourself. Language is important, but most importantly, what is important is a confidence in you to get up and voice your thoughts and express your ideas and to share your knowledge and to achieve your dreams in the right way, in a particular way. So now that doesn't mean you can sit back and say we don't have to learn English. You need to learn English, because English is something very important, because to go the extra mile, to reach the international level, to become successful, to have beautiful connections with other people from other religions, other countries, other nations, like amazing way, you need to have the language called English. So you have to start developing your English. What I wanted to clarify is that don't feel ashamed of yourself if you don't know that language, because all of us we learn, all of us start developing. Not everyone who will know the whole dictionary. I don't know everything. I don't know all the words in the dictionary. Every single day I learn. Every single day everyone learns. So make sure, if you make a mistake and if you're not that good in English right now, don't worry. Start today, and that's important. And if you don't know at least few words, or if you can't do a speech in front of an audience, don't worry. Start today and inspire many people. Make sure that you start developing yourself. Maybe from another 3 or 6 months or 1 year's time, do a speech. Share your story that you can inspire. Maybe next time you can do this training so that you can inspire and say, this is how I started and this is where am I today. So you can inspire many people to become successful as well. I'll check what are the other questions. Send all will be very helpful to us. Yes, Dilan, I will surely share those resources, and maybe I'll share the presentation which I do for trainings as well, so you can develop as well. And there's another question. How to call auditorium members heart? I mean, feeling example, they looking after cry or laugh. Could you please explain that, please? How to call auditorium members heart? I mean, feeling example, they're looking after cry or laugh. You're asking me how to make them laugh, is it? Nadima, if you can clarify the question. First of all, thank you for the question. I mean, I think your meaning is how to connect with other people's heart. Am I right? And also how to. Okay, great. Thanks, Nadima. So what you want to know is how to connect with others. So I think the most important thing. I'll tell this to everyone. Nadima, thank you so much for that wonderful question. Remember, why do we actually speak? Is it just to tell someone something, Or is it because we have to speak? Talk from your heart. Even if you do a speech to a set of students, or even you do a speech, or even if you want to do a presentation, or even if you want to express your thoughts, make sure that you talk from your heart. Because most of the time, what happens is we really don't talk from our heart. We just do a speech because we just want to do a speech, or we just want to show them that we know about this. No, honestly, listen to your heart and talk from your heart. And when you do the presentation, I just covered this at the beginning. I just want to tell you that ask yourself, why are you doing the speech? Are you doing the speech to share some knowledge with them? Or are you doing the speech to express your thoughts? Or are you doing the speech to inspire, motivate? Or are you doing the speech to make them understand something? So when you know the purpose, you know how to connect with the audience. If you want to motivate them, you have to talk in a way that you motivate and inspire them. If you're telling them something, these are the statistics that I've searched and this is what I want you to understand, then the tone and the expressions and the way you share is different. But whatever you do, whatever the topic you talk about, make sure that you talk in a way that with a feeling that you really want them to understand, that you really want them to get something out of it. You're doing a speech, not that you want some comments that someone comes and tell you that you did a good speech. No. Why you should do a speech or the presentation is because you want to reach the audience and give them the best so they can take it for themselves and maybe to their departments or to their families. So always reach and accomplish your purpose. So you will not feel guilty, you will feel happy as well. And there's a small exercise that I do because this is a Facebook Live, so maybe I don't get connected with you like one on one, but I still feel you as well. So otherwise, what you can do is I do a small exercise normally. Two people get together, everyone come up with a cup like a couples. So they look into the eyes. So I ask them to keep on staring into the other person's eyes. So when two people start staring into the eyes, I ask them to stare with a lot of love. So everyone starts laughing. Oh my God, like love. Why is she asking us to stare at the other person with a lot of love? Why give eye contact with a lot of love? And that sounds so bad. And that sounds so uncomfortable because we cannot keep on looking to another person's eyes with a lot of love. But my question is, why can't you stare into another person's eyes with a lot of love? Because, see, we need to start loving every single person we meet. I mean, loving in a genuine way. If we meet a person on the road, you smile with that person. Don't smile because you just have to smile. Smile because you really want to smile. Smile from your heart. Like smile from your heart. That thinking that something good will happen to them. Like wish it while smiling. So the same way, when you do the speech, when you reach to them through your eyes, from your whole heart, you will surely get connected with your audience. It's another question. How do you find clients if you are a trainer? I find it difficult to find corporate trade clients, even though I have unique training developed, such as employee development training, etc. Could you give an advice? Yes, Dilan Lasanta. I think one thing is you can reach to the HR personalities of companies. You can always write to them, you can talk to them, send your profile, make a nice CV. And more than a CV, actually, when you're a trainer, what's important is you should have a nice profile with all the things that you have done in a very professional manner. And you can forward it to all the HR personalities. So when they have a requirement, that they will contact you. So that's one advice I would like to give. But I'll tell my practical experience, how I actually fell into training. I started training, but later how I got training is, I think it's word of mouth most of the time. Because when you go and do a training, what happens is sometimes they recommend you, and sometimes people hear about you and then they invite you. I think if you can really work on yourself, and when you do the training, give your 100% and do it from your whole heart, uh, the word of mouth is powerful than anything else. more than advertising, more than reaching anyone. I think word of mouth plays a major role. So when you do something really well, it will keep on going. So till you go there, what you can do is you can always reach to the HR personalities and also reach to people and see whether they have a need for training as well. Dilan, I hope I answered your question. If you have any other questions, you can always ask me right now. And thank you for that question as well, Dilan. So, Gatika Ratnaika has a question as well. If a person has a good sense of humor, does he or she has a better chance of getting connected with the audience? That's a beautiful question, Gatika. Yes, they do have a advantage of getting connected with the audience, but should make sure that you get connected with the audience with right humor, because I've seen a lot of people use humor, which actually sometimes where you reach 50% of the audience, or maybe sometimes you reach 90% of the audience attention, and everyone starts loving you. But sometimes some humor can make few people uncomfortable. So make sure that when you use humor, not to make anyone feel uncomfortable. So be careful of using humor. So you have to use appropriate humor when you actually do a speech. And yes, the answer is yes, you can get connected with the audience because if you have good humor, but make sure that you don't become a stand-up comedian, because sometimes what happens is we memorize or go through some jokes and we go and keep on saying and talking about those jokes. So make sure you find some personal experiences about you or about what you have done according to the topic you're speaking, or whatever someone have done related to the topic. So make sure you have a little bit of subtle humor in here and there, that you make sure that the audience is connected with you. When I actually do now, this is actually a normal one-to-one, very casual talk, because this is a Sunday evening, but I have been working from morning till evening. So this is just a casual, normal talk. But when it comes to training, I do use a little bit of humor because you need to get connected with the audience, but that should be professional, proper humor. Thank you, Gatika, for that question. I hope I answered your question. You're welcome, Tilan. And please feel free to ask me questions. And even after this live program, you can shoot all your questions to Sustainable Education Foundation, or you can even send me messages on Messenger that I can help you out, or you can also email me the questions, because if someone is developing, I'll be one of the happiest as well. You're welcome, Gatika. So just to maybe wrap up, I'll remind you one thing: organizing your speech is something very important. Maybe on another day I can do one session about it, because it takes another maybe 45 minutes or so to tell you how to organize a speech. And there's a beautiful way of organizing and doing mind mapping. And the second most important thing is, after you organize your speech, you need to deliver it beautifully. So to deliver it beautifully, you need to have appropriate good facial expressions, and that takes your eye contact, how you really get connected with your audience, and your smile is very important. Because if you go and do a speech like frowning at the people, people will not like you. So smile at appropriately. So if you're talking about something very serious and all, you cannot smile at that point, but at the beginning you can always smile. And also using the flow area is something very important. Don't stand in one place and deliver a speech like you have attended a military march past. So always make sure you use your hands as well. We will have another session. Maybe we can develop your hand movements as well, because there are ways that you should use your hands, where you will not raise your hands above your head, and also you will not put your hands below your belly button, because it looks bad when you actually use your hands below your belly button. So it's always above your belly button, so that you enhance your personality. And there are many other tips as well. Maybe we can put another one-day session that we can talk about how to structure the speech and how to use facial expressions, and also the exercises to develop the vocal variation, and also to how some techniques and exercises to develop your hand gestures and overall posture and all as well. And any questions finally? So most importantly, number one is start developing your confidence. Take an opportunity. There's another question. Where is your Ranita, where is your mic? Is it? I'm actually talking from the laptop. I don't know whether am I audible actually, whether you really capture my real voice, because my laptop is placed right in front and I'm just seated here. So I don't know whether you're capturing my real voice and whether I'm audible to you. So I'm not having a mic, Ranita. So I think the laptop is capturing my sound. So thanks for that question. So when it comes to presenting and other TV related ones and other recordings, yes, we do have the mic here, but today I do not have the mic. So I'm not sure how the voice actually captures to the live Facebook feed actually. Okay, thank you, Dulan, saying we hear you loud and clear. Thank you. So I'm happy to hear that. Dhananjay has a question. Thanks. Okay, so he says, thanks for your valuable thoughts, ideas, and experience. Thank you for that, Dhananjay. It's my pleasure. And so maybe I'll wind up because we have been talking for more than, I think, 1 hour now. The time flies. So the thing is, I want to tell you, time flies. But the good news is that you are the pilot of your time. So be a good pilot who fly to beautiful destinations. When you reach the destination, that's where you have won an award, you have got a promotion, you're happy in your life, you have become successful, and you feel you have done something great. At that time, I want you to raise your hand, turn your hand. Maybe you can follow me. Wherever you are, you can do it with me. So you raise your hand, you turn your hand, and you give a pat on your back and say, well done, you did it. So you can take a selfie with your friends, you can enjoy with your friends and have a brilliant time. But what I want to tell you is, don't stop there. After you become successful, after you win an award, after you get something, do not stop there. What you need to do is you need to start competing and start going forward. So I want you to raise your hands once again. You can follow with me. You can do this. Follow me. Are you following me? I give a big knock on your head and say, you idiot, get back to the plane. The reason why I'm saying that is that you need to start succeeding. So you win an award, but you proceed further. Because as a saying, success is not a destination, but a journey. Success is not a destination, but a journey. So you win, you achieve, you learn, you get good comments, but you will not stop there, but you will start succeeding and developing and move forward. And that's something very important in life. And I want to tell you that you are a pilot. So make sure, because of your talents, your abilities, that many passengers will be able to fly with you to the same destinations you're reaching. So when you become successful in your life, make sure, thanks to your abilities, thanks to your talents, that many others in this world will be able to benefit because of you. So share your knowledge, encourage many people, inspire many people, and you'll be one of the happy pilots, and I'll be happy also. And to tell you, discover the speaker in you. Only you can bring that speaker you want to be outside. So somehow discover the speaker in you. For that, dedicate 15 minutes per day. Start watching videos, start practicing in front of the mirror, and ask your friends to record it and start evaluating yourself and take many opportunities as possible and do it. Let anyone tell anything about you. Start today and you will become successful. So wish you all the best. And finally, if you have questions, you can shoot it to Sustainable Education Foundation, or you can also reach me through Messenger. My name is Bernadine Jayasinghe, and I'll be happy to support you, because the best thing that you can give me and to the society is developing yourself and giving your best to the country and to the whole world. So wish you all the very best, and I'll be one of the happiest to see you succeeding in your life. See you then.